basically, that's why I've said all along that this is an underwriting rule. We're not talking about a risk prevention, meaning this. If you ban the use of education, you ban the use of credit scores, and you ban the use of whether somebody has a high-paying job as criteria, guess what? The same amount of people who get in car accidents in the state of Pennsylvania or New Jersey or anywhere across this country will still incur every year. We're only talking about how we're divvying out who's paying for those losses. And under the current system, it's essentially saying the richest pay the least and the poorest pay the most. That's why it's a public policy issue.
John, you're on the air. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you know who World Health Organization is?
Yes.
Okay. World Health Organization, they're a pretty big deal. They did a study recently. This was easy to find. All you got to do is Google it. Low-income people account for 85% of the road fatalities internationally. So you're telling me that either A, you in New Jersey there know more than who, or maybe who has to be taken to task and say, well, your numbers are false. So which is it?
No, I think that you've got it wrong. I'm not saying that they don't produce higher loss ratios. I'm actually agreeing with the industry. The industry agrees with this. I'm saying
you're a big talker, so
okay.
I'm going to have to slow you down here.
Sure.
I know a lot of accountants.
Okay.
They make a lot of money, and the CPAs, they spent their 4 years in college. Now, when they park their cars, you know where they're going to be parking their cars at night, in a garage. Now, those people that are low-income earners may not be parking their car in the garage. They're parking it on the road. They're parking it on the street, wherever. Now, they're living in a lower-income area. You can't, if I remember right, it's redlining or something like that. You can't redline areas. But those people living in the low-income areas and using the WHO report are going to cost more money to insure. So what do you suggest to do?
Well, this is what I suggest. I suggest we try to understand if we all agree with, how we want this country to work. And I agree with you. Well, if you're going to let me answer the question, then I'll answer it. But I have an answer to your question, so that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to answer your question. So what I'm trying to say is this: in the same respect, you're saying that, and I'm not disagreeing with this, that in lower income areas, let's say, or a lower income person may actually produce higher losses. I may agree with that, and the industry agrees with it. What I'm saying is this: that in a mandated insurance market, you are saying that somebody who has no assets and lives in a trailer park and makes $13,000 a year has to buy insurance, or they go to jail, or they can't find a job unless they can run on a bus and basically work only in a bus route. Other than that, if you're saying that that is okay, that the poorest person is forced to buy insurance or you throw them in jail, and the richest person should pay the least amount, then you can agree with that philosophy. I don't disagree with it.
You're confusing me because you said two different things in that statement. One, you said you agree that they're going to produce higher costs, and on the other side, you said they should not pay more. Now,
right. It's exactly what I'm saying. That's not two different things. It's what public policy of the purpose.
Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on just a second. I'll be right back. Stand by, John. Hold on. Hey, John, I have a question for you. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
At school, so I got to run. Go ahead.
All right. My question is, if a poor person with a perfect driving record wants insurance, why should he have to pay more for it?
Why should he pay more? Well, his driving record is okay, but they also take into consideration, because I knew when I lived in downtown San Francisco, I paid more than when I moved to the suburbs. It's also where you park your car, where you drive, and all that sort of stuff. Yeah,
but if the person has a perfect driving record and he's poor, he's going to pay more because he's poor. He doesn't have a college education. Why should he pay more with a perfect driving record?
Well, I don't agree with making a cut-and-dry college education thing. But what I'm saying is they could probably make a correlation between a college-educated person and income as to where you park your car, where you drive on a daily basis and what you do, and that's kind of all that I was trying to say.
Yeah, but a person, John, who has a perfect driving record and who might have a garage, who knows? I mean, these insurance companies they categorize people by the hundreds of thousands, and then they punish people because they fall in that category, even though they have a perfect driving record. Now, that's not right.
It's not just driving record, Bob. When they give you, if they did that, then you would be paying the same rate as man, I got to go, that lives downtown and whose car is getting hit by that parks it on the street and gets these.
That's independently. That's independent of it. Yes, the car usage and where they live and all those things. You're right.
Sorry, guys, I do have to run.
Okay, go. What are you going to say, Eric?
I was basically saying that, once again, he doesn't get it as well. We're talking about independently, your education level can determine whether you're eligible or not for the preferred company and whether or not you pay more. And that's exactly your point, Bob, and that he's missing is, we're not talking about the fact that we should just blanketly say you have, the highest rate or the lowest rate based upon education. We're just saying that component should not be used to determine rates. It should be how you use your car,
Eric, I'm out of time. I've got to go.
All right.
It's been stimulating. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob.
Have a good day.
Take care.
All right. We'll be right back.